He asked me why I couldn't just watch one more kid on Fridays. And all I could think was, because you and your girlfriend already blew up my family, and now you want my free childcare too? I'm 32, my ex-husband is 34, and his affair partner, let's call her Anna, is also 34. For almost 2 years, they were sleeping together behind my back while I was home taking care of our two kids, paying bills, and wondering why our finances suddenly weren't adding up. That's how I found out, by the way. Not by a confession, not by some sudden attack of guilt on his part, by math. Numbers stopped lining up. Money was disappearing faster than it should. So I started looking. Bank statements, cards, receipts, and there it was. My husband buying things for Anna and her 6-year-old daughter. Little gifts, little treats, little bribes. Later, I found out why. Anna was apparently getting tired of being the other woman. She was threatening to walk away, and my husband was spending money to keep her sweet. While I was budgeting for groceries, he was buying his girlfriend and her kid presents. When I confronted him and told him I was filing for divorce, he actually tried to justify it. He told me he gave Anna so little time, because he was devoted to me and our children, that he was just spending some money to keep everyone happy, like he was some kind of hero trying to manage 2 households out of pure generosity. I didn't scream, I didn't throw things, I filed. Once it was clear I wasn't staying, he moved in with Anna and her daughter. And from that point on, I made my boundaries crystal clear. Communication was about our kids and only about our kids. Email, text, logistics. No friendly chit-chat. No fake blended family brunches. We share DNA with the same children. That's it. There is no we that includes me, my ex, and Anna as some happy trio of co-parents. They are not my friends. They are not my family. I do not like either of them. Anna tried, though. Oh, she tried. She reached out a few times saying we should support each other and work as a family of 3 parents. In messages, I ignored her. The one time she tried it in person, I told her flat out, "We will never be friends or family. What she did with my husband does not get brushed under a rug because it's convenient now. I'm not going to play modern family to make her feel better about her choices." After that, she still tried occasionally texting, hinting, but I learned to treat her like a spam email, seen, not opened. Then a couple of weeks ago, we had a school function for my 2 kids. I was there alone, watching them, minding my own business. Out of nowhere, Anna walked up to me. Her daughter doesn't go to the same school as my kids, so I was already wondering what she wanted. She smiled in that strained, "I'm about to ask you for something" way and launched into it. She told me her babysitter couldn't watch her daughter after school anymore. She said she needed help. Then she asked if I would pick her daughter up every Friday and babysit her until 8 p.m. Now context, I already pick up my 2 kids on Fridays and keep them until 5 p.m. They have after-school activities. We have our routine. Her daughter has always had a separate sitter, and I am not, in any way, part of that equation. Anna told me I might not want to be her friend, but I should be willing to help for the kids' sake. That's when something in me clicked. I looked at her and asked calmly, "Were you aware my ex was married when you started having an affair with him? Did you know he had a wife and kids when you started sleeping with him?" At first, she refused to answer. She looked pissed that I even asked. So I waited. I didn't fill the silence. I didn't rescue her from it. Eventually, she admitted it. Yes, she knew he was married. Yes, she knew he had kids, and she did it anyway. So I told her this. Then I will give you the same consideration you gave me and my kids. I told her I would not babysit, that she had no right to use my children as a reason why I should help her. I reminded her that she happily slept with their father while he was still married to me, and while he absolutely carries most of the responsibility, she helped destroy their family. And for that, she does not get to stand in front of me, suddenly worried about kids, and act like we're on some shared moral high ground. I told her she doesn't get to leverage my children now as a bargaining chip when she didn't give a damn about any of us when she decided to screw a married man. She started to say something, but I was done. I walked away, went to my children, who didn't see or hear any of this, and made sure not to be alone around her again. Later, she texted me saying I wasn't being kind to her daughter. I ignored her. Then she followed up, saying it wasn't okay for me to bait her with that question and throw the answer back in her face, and that I needed to get over the cheating. Right. She wants me to get over the actions that built her current life, but only because now that life is inconvenient. My ex, of course, got involved. He emailed asking why I couldn't watch all 3 kids on Fridays, since I already had our 2. I replied that I had already given my answer to Anna, and I would not be clarifying further. He texted me that I was being petty, that Anna's daughter doesn't deserve to be punished for her mom's mistakes. He also brought up the question I asked Anna and said it wasn't fair for me to use it against her. Meanwhile, my oldest quietly let me know after their last visit that Dad and Anna are apparently very pissed at me. The kids weren't told anything directly. They just overheard their dad and Anna talking about me. I informed my attorney and had it documented. I'm not playing games with co-parenting and manipulation. Now here I am, replaying everything in my head. On one hand, I know I had every right to say no. I don't owe childcare to the woman who knowingly helped my husband betray me, and I certainly don't owe it to my ex who chose this mess. On the other hand, I'm wondering if my dislike for both of them made me go too far with what I said. Could I have just said no and walked away? Should I have kept the question to myself? Am I wrong for letting my anger peek through that carefully controlled line I usually hold? Or is no, with context, still a valid answer when someone who helped destroy your life stands in front of you asking for more of your time, energy, and emotional labor? If you were in my position, your ex-husband cheats, moves in with the affair partner, and then she asks you to babysit her kid every week. What would you do? Would you agree for the kids, give a simple no, and keep it polite? Or would you have said exactly what I did? Let me know. Did I cross a line, or was this the first time someone held her accountable for a line she crossed a long time ago?